How old are you guys? You look young. How old are you? You're 25. All you guys are around the same age? Except for Zane's probably younger. 20. Yeah, I could tell. Because you grew the beard to try and look older. But you got like a child's face, so it's really weird. It looks like a 10-year-old with a beard. It's weird. You go to school, Zane? What do you do? Computer science, of course you do. And a bus? Where do you live, in a shelter? A bus shelter? I'm sure you've heard all these your whole life, but it's new for me. Which are the ones that you liked that I did? The ones that you haven't heard? Have you heard all of them? Or okay, good. I like to be original. Hey, Naresh, you guys have kids? You and Margaret, you have kids yet? Oh, it's only been 4 months. My time. Sorry. Yeah, you gotta wait. Yeah, that's cool. No kids. Don't rush into it. It's not necessary. Here's the thing. When you have kids, all you do. You have kids, Frank? Two kids and another one? Wow. Wow. Can we get a counselor in here for Frank? Hey, don't worry, Frank. We'll get you a bus. And 2 kids and another one. Why do you not like the third one? You never tried, or he never tried? He never tried? You're the dad, Frank. Since when did the kids have to try? I don't know. He came out. He was crying, and I was like, "Are you hungry?" And, yeah, I can't deal with you. I'm leaving. How long have you and your son been estranged? Huh? He married a doctor, so he's out of your hands. White people really deal with parenting different. He literally went. Did you go to the wedding? You forgot to? You know, I believe you, right? Wow, where'd you guys meet? Here in New Jersey. And when did you leave India? 2008. Both of you? Same time? So you did not leave in 2008? Just see, the answer was, so when did you leave India? And she said 2008, and he said yes. I said, both of you? He goes, yes. And then he goes, but I left a year after. You left the U.S. in 2009? Where the did you go? Going back to India? You're like, enough of this. This traffic is ridiculous. I'm going back to India, where it's absolutely ridiculous. And what part of India? South India, where? What'd you call me? Where? Oh, near Hyderabad. Why did you just say that, for sakes? I didn't need the village name. I mean, you know, Guntur. I'm like, look, I know, but I didn't know every inch of India. You know what I mean? Black couple, good to see you. I don't think I didn't see you. I don't want you to feel left out. Yeah. How you doing? You good? What's your name, boss? Sorry? Alan. You don't have to put on that white voice for me, Alan. It's Alan. Alan. I didn't even say like license and registration. I was like, hey, what's your name? You could have just been like, Alan, mother. You know, you're like, Alan. Yep, just me and my old lady hanging out. Even the white guy went, huh? What do you do, Alan? You fix appliances, all right. Every time I hear something like that, I look at the Arab guy in the front, just to see if his eyes went, That's a great idea. You from Jersey? Yes, sir. And that's your wife, your girlfriend? Girlfriend. Your voice cracked. Did you hear that? You went from white guy to teenager in no time. You see that? Alan. Girlfriend.
These kids will never lose. They're all winners. I didn't like when somebody else felt like they were better than I was. Well, they were fucking better than you. That's the problem in life. There are people that are better than you. If we were all equal, there's no reason for us to sit here like this. Because you'd all be going, I could do that. I could do that. That's what I'm saying. We're all the same. We're all equal. No, motherfucker, we're not. We start off equal, and then it's up to you. But that's what we did. We took all adversity away from these generations. Everything that was like bullying and all that shit, that made us stronger people. Now these kids are fucking weak. They get freaked out. They're very involved with their feelings. How old are you, dude? You look young. No, the guy, not you don't look young. You got excited as shit, didn't you? Me? No, motherfucker. You look like a clean-shaven Indian Jesus. Jesus Christ. You look like Indian Jesus went to a Turkish barber or some shit. I met that kid. 25, yeah, you know what I mean. You're from that generation, like where you guys, and I'm not saying you personally, but it could be, I don't know, But your generation is very involved in your feelings. Like everything is about how they feel. How was the show? There was times where I felt cringe. And I felt feelings because I feel feels and I felt feels with a feeling. And I know that if I feel things that it's real because feel and real rhyme, it has to be something from the universe because I feel it inside. Like everything is about their fuck your feelings. That's what I say. I don't give a shit how you feel, all right? We all feel different things at different times. I woke up this morning, guess what I felt? Fucking tired. You know what I felt after I had breakfast? I felt like I took a nap and I felt better. Your feelings change. I'm from the generation where nobody asked how you felt unless you were sick. Hey, I heard you were sick. How do you feel? I feel better. Thanks for asking. But nobody randomly came up to me and was like, hey man, hey Russell, how do you feel? Huh? What do you mean? Like, are you happy? Are you sad? How do you feel? Like, I feel irritated that you're asking me the stupid fucking question. But this generation will be like, hey man, you feel good? Are you feeling happy? Yeah, thanks for asking. I feel so good. Fucking feelings. That's why they'll do this bullshit, because we took adversity. Or they're like, we got nothing wrong in our lives. What should we do? If I'm a boy, I could say I'm a girl. If I'm a girl, I could say I'm a boy. And they're like, nah, that's been done. Ooh, what do we do? What if we claim to be neither? But if we act really angry about it, they have to believe it. I like it. I'm going with it. And if they question it, tell them it's how you feel. Because nobody can question your feelings. Listen, here's what you need to understand about your feelings. Your feelings are fucking irrelevant. They're not real. In 150 years from now, when you're dead, your feelings are gone. They can find your bones, scrape the DNA, and they get all your information without any fucking feelings attached. What do we got here? It's male, 40, 180 pounds, died of cancer. Oh, it says here it felt like it was a table. Are you Chinese?
Yes.
Where's your family from?
Taiwan.
Taiwan. So you were made in Taiwan. So you speak Mandarin?
Yes.
Yeah. And your girl, she's...
Not his girl.
You're not his girl? Oh, damn. Wow.
Nothing like that.
Wow, that's fucked up. You could at least pretend it, to make him feel like a man. You didn't have to fucking emasculate him in front of everybody. And your girl? I'm not his fucking girl. Please. You wish. Man. What's your name, brother?
David.
David. Very Chinese name, David. And your name, not his girl?
Vicky.
Vicky. David and Vicky there. And you're Chinese too, Vicky? Are you Taiwanese or?
My parents.
Your parents are from Taiwan. Oh, look at you. My parents are from Taiwan. Okay, so I'm different. Not like fucking Captain Fobby on my right. Kevin, right? Kevin? David, Kevin. Who the fuck is Kevin? Oh, is Kevin back there? I knew out of 2,000 people, one of you might have been fucking Kevin. I don't know. Apparently I'm fucking Kevin, but I mean, being... How do you guys know each other then?
We work
together.
You work together. Where?
Morgan Stanley.
Morgan Stanley. Ooh. Morgan Stanley. Or Morton Stanley, the steakhouse. / investment company. You can have a steak, you can invest. You can do two things at once. And are you single, Vicky?
No.
No? Where's your man? Well, it's not live right now, so you'll be okay. You'll be all right till May. I'm gonna make sure this is in the bonus features. Do you have a girlfriend, David?
Not.
You do not. Well, Vicky's man's not here, and clearly there's some sort of tension happening between you two. Do you have a Chinese name, David?
I do.
You do. What is it?
Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu. That sounds straight out of a kung fu movie, doesn't it? Sun Tzu. There you are. You must be with Vicky. Damn you, Vicky. Do you have a Chinese name too, Vicky? Yeah, what is it?
Lear.
What?
Lear.
Lear. Sounds like your parents changed their mind when they were naming it. What do you want to name her? Lear, I don't know. Lear, 1 minute, please. Lear. You speak Mandarin as well, Vicky? So you guys could talk. Is your boyfriend Chinese too? Oh, well. I think we're trying to find a love connection here. You know what I'm saying? Is he a white guy? Well. I think David could change all of that for you. The only thing you two will be sharing is rice. How about a nice bowl? I remember last year I was in Australia and we're doing like a whole bunch of shows, and it was like an early morning. We had to catch a flight from Sydney to Perth, and it was at the airport. It was like friggin' 8 o'clock in the morning, and there was a flight leaving at the gate beside us, going to Beijing. So they made the last minute announcement call for that flight in English. It was like, and now boarding flight 215 to Beijing. It's the last boarding call. And then they made the same announcement in Mandarin, and if you're half asleep at the airport and you hear an announcement being made in Mandarin, that shit will sound like fucking Star Wars to you. So they make the announcement. And now, last boarding call for flight 212 to Beijing, whatever the fuck that number I said. To whatever. To Beijing. And then they make the same announcement in Mandarin. Bitch, they're shooting! I think you guys should explore this a little bit more. Clearly, things aren't going well with you and your man, Vicky, or he would have been beside you right now. Not David sitting there hopefully. Huh? What do you think? How long have you and your boyfriend been dating for? Let's get to the bottom of this shit. Sorry? A year. Do you love him? This was the answer, look. You said yes. This is yes? You take this man to be your level-witted husband? I guess. Oh, man. What's up, Punjabi guy? How you doing? I'm assuming you're Punjabi. Otherwise, you've got the wrong headgear on. For a Gujarati, you look ridiculous. What's your name, buddy? Sorry? Harveen? Harveen. Hello, Harveen. Gaddaji. You're from Bombay? Where? Delhi? Chandigarh? Oh, fucking hood, buddy. The Pind. I think Punjabi should be like the national language for swearing, because it really is so... It is, am I right? Like, it's the only language that you can get very detailed with your swearing. The rest of the Indian cuss words are nice, you know, mother child, ooh, you called me motherfucker, ooh. Punjabis are like, never mind your mother. It goes straight to your sister with them. You don't even need to have a sister and they'll still cuss your sister out. And that's not just your basic banjo, you know, that's fine. That's the rest of India, banjo, right? Punjabi's like, oh, we see your banjo and raise you. Bandalora. What? For my white people, let me explain. So banjo is sister. That's a pretty generic all India swear word. The Punjabis will change it to bandalora, which is your sister's. So, your sister has a penis. That's basically what they're telling you. Basically, your sister's more of a man than you are, is what they're trying to tell you. But then they take it a step further. They'll be like, like that. Okay, now that's your sister's one testicle. One ball. Your sister, who a second ago had a penis, now doesn't even have a full set of balls. She's just got one nut. It's so amazing. Look at you, you're like, I've said all of these things in my time. What do you do, Harveen? What's your job? You don't have a job? And you got front row seating? What the What kind of unemployment are you on, buddy? You see him when you get out of here, he walks up to you and goes, Uncle, change, Uncle. Mera pen da tata. Fucking unemployed guy with the best seat in the house. Who'd you come with tonight? By yourself? Yeah. Who bought you the ticket? One of my friends. So did you meet the guy beside you? Did you talk to him at all? What's your name, buddy? What? Darshan? Darshan, did you meet Harveen? That's him right there. You looked around like, where is he? Hey. The fucking guy was just talking to a second ago. Right there. Harveen, that's Darshan. He's blind, apparently. Just, where is this bastard? I don't... Do you work, Darshan? What do you do? You own a t-shirt shop. Do you think you could get him a job? I don't think he needs one, to be honest with you. He's doing okay without one. He's got a fucking Hermes belt on. It's probably fake, but whatever. It's still... I think the H just stands for Harveen is what it stands for. You own a t-shirt shop. Nice. How much are t-shirts? 600. That's expensive, right? I think mine are 600 here, aren't they?
Now, you four suspicious-looking guys right there. What's your name, bro? What is it? Ear hum? Should probably get that checked. In America, they call it tinnitus. Ear hum? That's f***ing awesome. Even the Muslim girl went, so stupid. What are you guys? Where are you guys from? Africa? Downtown? Downtown Africa? What part of it? East Africa? Kenya? Tanzania? Okay. If you need a ride, there's one person. And where's your family from? Irham? Tanzania? Do you know, you do know them? Ta-da! He's not your kid, is he? Do I look like I would name a kid Irham? And is our daughter Nose Ring? And who are the guys with you? They're all your homies? What's your brother? What's your name? What? Hussein? Zain. See? You got a good one. And then you, bro? Abbas? How do you get to work? What do you drive? What was the movie Speed about? I owe you money. You made me laugh. It's funny, I've heard that name before, but I've never thought about it until now. If you go fishing, what do you think you'll catch? I caught the bus! Poor ear hums in the back. And we might as well get to you, the fourth guy. What's your name? What? Ali. Yeah, you knew it had to be one of those. I mean, he's like, I'm just boring. I'm Ali. He's the Bob of Muslim names. Bob.
So the 1+1, that's what you got. What is the base of that? Like the Windows or Google or Android? Android. Isn't that funny? Realize we live in a world where we judge people by what phone they have? Like, we laughed at him extensively. He's got a computer in his hand, and we still went, ha ha, never heard of it. We judge people by their phone. I like fucking with people that have like older technology. Like, one of my friends was like, oh man, you have a charger? My phone's about to die. I go, yeah, what do you need? It's an iPhone 4. I go, oh. Man, not only do I not have a charger, but my time machine is broken. And I can't go back and make that phone relevant right now. I used to make fun of those Android phones. I used to make fun of like the Samsungs because they made that giant ass Note 4. And I was like, oh, stupid phone. And then Apple, like a bunch of comes out with the iPhone 6 Plus. And I'm like, you fuck. Who has a 6 Plus here? You're a giant man. It would make sense if you had one, sir. You have an iPhone 4? Do you want a 1 + 1? I know a guy can get you a deal on them. And support. Who has a 6+? Who has one of those? You do? Yeah. Okay, wait. Light yours up. I just want to see something. $8.30. Yeah, $8.39. That's what it is. Yeah. That's too big. There is no reason a phone should be that big right now. Like, that's what my beef is with that phone. It's too it's huge. You might as well just walk around with a laptop. You know what I mean? Just. Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I just want to change sides. I want to get an even tan. 1 sec. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, can I call you back? I'm getting carpal tunnel in my wrist. It's too big. You know your phone's too big when you pull up at a red light and a homeless guy shows up with a squeegee and's like, hey man, can I clean your phone? They're too damn big. You remember back in the day? You'll appreciate this, Shaolin. Remember when they used to tell us that cell phones caused brain tumors, cancerous tumors? I'm almost convinced now that the phones are so big they shrink the tumor. Cop pulls you over. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, officer. Because you're on the phone and driving. Actually, officer, I just downloaded this chemotherapy app. I'm healing.
Any Spanish people here tonight? They're always in the... We are up here, mira. What kind of Spanish are you? Are you Latino Spanish or are you Spanish from Spain? Mexican? What the fuck are you doing in England? They said head for the border, not the borders. What are you doing in England? Your parents came here? My dad's Mexican. And he ended up in England? Sorry? Your mom's English. I figured that much. But how did they meet?
My mom worked in Mexico.
Your mom worked in Mexico, apparently. And, do you speak Spanish at all?
Poquito.
I don't have to, you don't have to answer me in Spanish. It's not like you're gonna go, un poquito, and I'm gonna go, not gonna happen. You know what I mean? I live in Los Angeles, so I mean, I should know Spanish, and my wife is Latina, so, you know, I should know at least something, but I don't know shit, you know. I know I like the way Spanish sounds when South American people are speaking it. I like the way I don't understand it, but at least the words are clear to me, you know what I mean? When I hear them speaking, I know when a sentence begins, and I know when it ends, and you can tell by the tone whether it was a question or a statement, you know, pero sí. Like, I don't know, but fuck yeah, you know. So what I'm trying to say is, with the Spanish language, I have ADD, I get distracted real easy. But what I'm saying about the Spanish, can I get back to that there, Chung Wing Man? The Spanish that the South American people speak, what I'm really trying to say is, I just like the way it sounds. Because the words are clear to me. And the reason I say this is because last year I went to Spain. And if you've ever gone to Spain and you heard the real Spanish being spoken, you know that it sounds gay as shit. Tell me I'm lying. They speak Spanish with a lisp over there. I didn't know. I got off the plane and the guy's like, hola, señor, ¿cómo estás? I'm like, seriously, dude? That was a long flight. I'm sure you're a great human being, but I'm not prepared for this right now. I'm going to talk to this guy. Excuse me. Sí. First time in Barcelona? Sí. It freaks me out that they all speak Spanish with a lisp over there, and then you go to places like South America and they don't speak Spanish with a lisp at all. And you think they would because the Spanish went to them and made them learn their language. But even they realized how fruity it sounded. Repeat after me. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Oh, no, 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 no. Oye, oye. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Why won't you sound like me? Because you sound gay. And I'm trying to figure it out when I'm in Spain. Like, how can an entire country speak with a lisp? This makes no sense to me. There's no way that they can all have an oversized tongue. So I asked around, and this is what they told me. I'm not making this up. They told me that apparently back in the day in Spain, there was a king who had a lisp. And in honor of the king, everybody spoke with a lisp. And I'm like, and it just stuck. I'm like, that's the dumbest story I've ever heard in my life. And then I started thinking about it. Maybe that's what happened to our Indian people. Maybe we sounded like this. And then some king came along, he's like, hello everybody. And everyone's like, yo, what's up with the king, dude? Is his head loose? I don't know, but just talk like him so he doesn't feel like an asshole. Yes, sir, can we help you?
I love the iPhone, but it's losing it's losing that battle of the phones nowadays. You know, everyone's like Android, and I used to resist. I'm like, fuck you, spend the extra money, buy an iPhone, and they're like, I don't need to, I've got an Android, blah, blah, blah. And then iPhone just it's like, you know what bothers me the most on the iPhone is the autocorrect, because when autocorrect first started, it was very helpful. It used to offer you the correct spelling. You'd be like Wednesday, W-E-N. They'd be like, I think you mean W-E-D. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. No problem, it's what I'm here for. And then it moved from offering you the correct spelling to just changing it to the correct spelling. And I'm like, W-E-N, and then you look back and be like, W-E-D. I'm like, oh, what happened? And the phone would be like. And then after that, it went rogue. It just started typing whatever the fuck it felt like typing, you know what I mean? It literally turned into an ex-girlfriend, you know what I mean? Just whatever you said, it would say whatever it wanted it to say. And it wouldn't do it in front of you. It wouldn't do it. You'd do it as soon as you press send. It'd be like, send. You'd be like, hey, how are you? Send. The person, yo, what's up? What? I didn't send that. Why would I text my mother, yo, what's up? Do you know what the autocorrect did this year? It ruined my Valentine's Day. Ruined my Valentine's Day. I text this girl on Valentine's Day. She called me. This is how I knew something was wrong, because we had never spoken on the phone. I text her. I was like, thinking, I'm going to get this tonight. Send. She calls me. What do you mean you want to duck the shot out of me? You realize there's no way to, like, apologetically say, no, I meant the shit out of you. That's not, you can't be like, no, I meant, you have to say, I'm going to f the shit out of you. You can't be like, no, I'm going to f the shit out of you? She's like, what do you mean I had to go with it. What do you mean you want to duck the shot out of me? I go, I don't know. You look like you might have a really good jab. I wanted to duck the shot out of you. We broke up via text. I did it. When we broke up over text, I didn't even text her with words. I just texted her with emojis. I sent her the little turban-headed guy. You know the one. I sent her the little turban-headed guy, a broken heart, and an airplane. That's what I sent her. That's all I sent her. She replied with a gun, a bomb, and the little turban-headed guy. That's what she sent me back. So, in keeping with the theme of the city, I did go to the red light district again yesterday, to look around. I went into after looking at all the prostitutes, there was a sex shop, which I think is a little overkill, if you ask me. Not a sex shop like where they're fucking. I'm an actual, like, they sell
lubes and condoms and fucking they had inflatable women, obviously, but they had an inflatable sheep, which really freaked me out because I'm like, who's getting rejected by real sheep? So I'm like, all right, I'll buy one, right? I just wanted to see what it was like. And like, oh, can I get an inflatable sheep? The guy goes, you want male or female? I'm like, female, I'm not a fucking weirdo. I can't wake up in the morning. I'm not a morning. I hate those people that are all happy and chipper in the morning. They're like, rise and shine. Shut the fuck up. Isn't it a great day to shut the fuck up? Not a morning person, man. 5 a.m., that. That's an hour and a half before you need to be somewhere. Let me explain how I do things. If I have to be somewhere at 7 a.m., Radar, just fun to say your name. So if I have to be somewhere at 7 a.m., right, I'll set my alarm. And say the drive is 30 minutes now, right? I'll set my alarm for 6 a.m., and then the alarm will go off at 6 a.m., and then I'll hit snooze till 6:05. And then when the alarm goes off again at 6:05, that's when I start trying to make decisions about life. First of all, there's 2 times in your life you should never make decisions. One is at 6:05 in the morning, when you're not awake. And 2, when you're over 40 and you're not awake. Because you don't know this yet because you're 29, but trust me, in 11 years, you're going to be like, that motherfucker was right. After 40, you don't just wake up like all normal. Like I watch my daughter when she wakes up, she's 4, she kicks and stretches and I watch her with envy because you can't do that after 40. You can't wake up and be like, it's going to break. You first have to wake up and assess. I think everything's still here. Because you go to bed fine, you wake up and broke in the middle of the night. Like, I can't just stretch, my ankle will fall off. I don't know what's going to happen. So 6:05, the alarm goes off again, and I'm like, all right, if I get up now, I can have 2 pieces of toast and some coffee. And then, bam, I fall back asleep. And then 6:10, all right, if I get up now, I could have 1 piece of toast and some coffee. And then, bam, I fall back asleep. And then 6:15, all right, if I get up now, I can just have some coffee. Then, bam, 6:20, all right, I better get up and make this coffee. Bam, 6:25, if I don't finish this coffee, I'm not leaving in 5 minutes. Because men look very different in the morning when we're getting ready. You watch a woman get ready. You live with your woman? You live with her? Yeah? You watch her when she gets ready in the morning and watch when you get ready. When women get ready in the morning, they take a long time, but they're doing things. They're doing their hair, they're doing their makeup, they're picking their clothes, they're taking a shower, they're doing all kinds of things. They may take a long time, but things are happening. You watch a guy get ready in the morning, this is what we look like. And then your woman will walk by and go, you're never going to get ready just standing around. And I'm like, this is me getting ready. I'm waiting for the coffee to get from here to here. Because I'm not leaving my house without in the morning. It's not an option. It's just, look, if I haven't by 6:29, looks like I'm going to be late for my departure. Outside, I'm not doing it. It's women, you don't care. Women will be like, oh, I don't care if I'll next month. They don't care because women, you don't enough in the first place. I don't know how you do it, but maybe that's why you're so full of shit. I don't know, but I cannot. It's not like, oh, if I don't know when I get there. No, it's either here or I'm not leaving. Chinese, Asian, are you Chinese, sweetheart? What style of Asian are you? Are you Chinese? Yeah, that's the main one. And what's your name? Sorry? Christine, absolutely, for sure, yeah. Absolutely. One of the big dynasties, I believe right after Ming, it was Christine. Where are your parents from? Guangzhou, so they speak Cantonese. Right. See, motherfuckers, you didn't know that, so did you? They're like, oh, he's very good.
I don't know what accent that was, but that's the one I went with, all right? And did you get a Chinese name too, Christine? Because there's no way two people from Guangzhou went, what the name of Christine? You know, there's no way they did that. There's just no way. What's your Chinese name? Sorry? Wang Hinten? Wang Hinten? So Wang is the family name, and then Hinten is your name. Oh, it's a good name. It's better than Christine. Wang Hinten. It's almost like a game show in China or something, you know what I mean? Like, can I get one clue? Looks like a potato. That's the Wang Hinten. Can I get another hint? No more hinting. It's good to see you, Christine. You should never have to go on an ancestry website either, Christine. There's no information for you. There's no information for me. There should almost be like a filter that stops Chinese names from going in just to save you time, you know? Like it could detect the Chinese name. It'll be like X-I-U, and then a mirror just pops up. Bing! Hey, asshole. Take a closer look. Give me one possibility of something other than the obvious. Go ahead, I'll wait. Save your credit card info. Go to Alibaba.com. Type in promo code Wang Hinten. It's You just can't trust them. Listen, those websites ideally were designed for white Americans and black Americans. I see black people here. I don't know where you're from because I'm in Germany. I don't know how they ended up here. What's your name, black guy? Sorry? Emmanuel. Where's your family from? Ghana. What day of the week are you? Sunday. Today. Is that Kwesi? Kwesi, I know my Kwesi, I am not your typical O'Bruni, okay? Do you know that guy behind you? Just checking. I mean, they were strategically placed, is all I'm saying. Let me see. Go with the black guys over there. They just threw the black girl over there with a random guy. Just sit over there. It's like, but my family's there. Don't worry, just sit over here. Sit Yeah, so you would never have to go on an ancestry website. They're for black Americans, you know what I mean? Because black Americans don't know what they are either. But it's not even fair for black people when they go on an ancestry website. You already know what the answer is going to be. Africa. I did not know this. Motherfucker, I knew that before I came here. I need details. Downtown Africa. Hey, bitch, book a flight. We're going to downtown Africa.
Uncensored. Russell Peters stars in Show Me the Funny. Please welcome Russell Peters.
Brown folks in the audience, good to have you. All right, that's right, folks. You mess with us, we'll breed. I swear to God. It's good to have my people out here. That's right. So, Caucasian folks, wherever you are, don't feel threatened. We're just in the theater right now. It's okay. And afterwards, we'll be opening up a roti stand in front of the hall. So, well, good evening, folks. Good to be here. Thanks for coming out, huh? It's good to have all these folks here. White folks, woo! Huh? Woo! I'll tell you about myself. My name is Russell Peters. I'm East Indian. Thank you. So if you play with us people, I swear to God, we'll buy this TV station and we'll run nothing but Indian movies for 24 hours. And don't play like you get upset, because I know more white folks watch the Indian programs than Indian folks do. Come on.
You know, every Saturday and Sunday mornings, huh? And they're always showing you the same scene from an Indian movie, you know? The girl running away from a guy. Huh? He's chasing her through some field. She's singing to him. She finds a tree in the middle of nowhere, huh? She starts singing around. People think all kinds of weird stuff about Indian people, man. They think they know stuff about us from watching those Indian movies. Oh, you know lots now. You know that if we get shot in one city, it'll take us 8 hours to walk to the other one to die. We'll get shot in like Bombay or something, you know, up here. And we'll walk to Calcutta, dying through the whole movie. But we don't just, walk there. We're dying the whole way. We managed to squeeze in a song too. And I can't really understand Indian movies all the way. Like, I have a bit of a language barrier. I know little bits of words, and I know enough to get me in trouble. I don't know enough to watch a movie. But I do watch Indian movies every now and then. You know why? Just to get that, to try and figure out what they're saying. And you've done it too. We all watch foreign films and try and, maybe I can figure out what they're saying. You always wait for that one English word though, Uncle! Bastard! Everyone's an uncle or an auntie in our community. There's no such thing as Mr. or Mrs. That's rude. What's your name, man? Sorry? Bert. And is that Ernie with you? Is that, What's your last name, Bert? Gibson. So, you have kids? And do your kids' friends call you Mrs. Gibson? Yeah, it's after 6. Go ahead. I hate you people with cellular phones, man. I have a cellular phone, but you can always tell the guys that have the cellular phones because they'll never turn it on until after 6 when it's free, Yeah, here's my cell number. Call me in an hour. Women have cell phones. They talk business, man. Guys talk pure doo-doo on the phone, don't they? You hear a woman on the phone? Yes, and I'd like shares in that. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes, and have your people call my people, all right? Okay, thank you. Boop. You hear guys. They try to make it look cool, too, Yeah, talk to me. Yeah, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Oh, really? Really? Lap dancing? Huh? All right, see you there. Boop. Business, baby, business. Make a lot of fun of everybody, man. Not a big deal, is it? We all got to learn to laugh at ourselves as it is. Ugly people, you need to learn to laugh at yourselves. You ever say that, ugly people? And nobody wants to admit they're ugly. We all know who we are, Not like an ugly person's going to get offended and go, hey, I'm ugly and I'm pissed off. You are ugly and you have a right to be pissed off. White folks, can I tell you something? I'm going to let you in on a secret because I like you guys. All right? East Indian people, you know that accent you think we have? It's fake. We never even knew about that accent until we came to North America. We just heard people coming up to us going, it's pretty easy to do. Matter of fact, I think I like it. So we kind of ham up the accent now when you come into our stores or something. Just to make you feel good for a minute, We fake it. You walk in, we really ham it up too. Hello, sir, how you are? Oh, that. Very nice. $5.95. Okay. Okay, my friend, seeing you. Bye-bye. You guys walk out of the store, we walk to the back of the store. What a loser. Jeez. $5.95 for a pack of gum. I seen the funniest thing today, man. I seen a white guy driving a cab. Who the hell does he think he is, He comes here, he steals our jobs, I love when I hear racist people say that. I don't like them immigrants. They come here and they steal our jobs. Sorry, sir, did you want to open a dollar store? Did you? Nothing for a buck, eh? I'm of unique people. We are unique. No matter what kind of accent an Indian person has, we could have like the deepest, most southern accent in the world, but the minute we say something Indian, we sound like we just came off a boat, don't we, huh? We could just be like, Yeah, so I just came back from Wichita. Then I was going to go over to Pakistan. I got into an argument with a Pakistani kid one day. I said, he was in the audience. I went, hey, brown guy, are you Indian? No, I'm from Pakistan. Do you think they know the difference? Yeah.
I'm from Pakistan. Don't insult me. Don't.
Well, now you know how I felt when I was being called Packy all my little life. Huh?
Don't insult me.
We were once one country anyway, you know. Now Pakistan's just like the Quebec of Asia, you know. We want to separate. Damn it, we will. That's one definite death threat I can predict now. You made fun of us. You bloody basket. My dad's a joke. Some guy cut off my dad. My dad hasn't got swearing down pat yet. You know, it's a very North American thing, the swearing thing. Some guy cut off my dad. You can't drive! My dad, neither can you! It's funny how different fingers mean different things, huh? This means A-okay. This means up yours, you know? My dad screws it up one day, you know? Yeah! It's A-okay up yours! What do you think is good up there? I make fun of a lot of people. I try and make fun of everybody, you know, evenly. Not make fun of, you know, just have fun. We got a brother in the house. Good to hang. Woo! It's a big brother too. I ain't gonna mess with you, you know. Indian people are supposed to be scared of black people. That's what my parents have told me. You know, be careful, these blacks. They'll kill you. And I'm like trying to argue with my parents. Mom, I don't ever recall black people coming into India trying to take it from us, huh? Black people and brown people, we're pretty much in the same boat, aren't we? Huh? Actually, that boat should be here in about a week. No. I got dumb neighbors. Anybody here have dumb next door neighbors? You know the kind of stupid neighbor, the kind of guy that says the same dumb thing to you every time he sees you, but he thinks he's being real clever? Huh? You know the kind of guy? But it's annoying, too, you know, because like I'm outside shoveling the driveway a couple of weeks ago. Unless this is being seen in the summer. In the wintertime, I was shoveling the driveway. So the neighbor walks out, he looks at me, hey, so when you're done that, you gonna come over and do mine? He always says that to me, no matter what I'm doing, you know? I'm outside in the summertime, mowing the lawn. Hey, when you're done that, you gonna come over and do mine? What the hell? Caught me in his house the other day, I was in bed with his wife. So when you're done that, you're gonna, hey! Used to make a lot of fun. Make a lot of fun of my people. Not of my people, I just say the same stuff we're all thinking anyway. Indian people used to get mad at me. Don't stop making fun of us. Okay, I won't. No, I mean, don't do it. Stop. I'm not making fun of us. I'm bringing us out here. I'm making people look at our stereotypes and go, oh, I guess they are pretty silly. People had that stereotype about Indian people before. I'm trying to tear that one down. You know that one? Oh, they all smell. It's that food they eat. They eat that spicy food, and when they sweat, it comes out of their pores. It's like Jesus, is that curry running down my arms? What is that? This goat curry coming right out of my... Spicy. It's good to be back home. I just came back from England, man. How many people gone to England? Anybody got? Yep. Boring in England, man. I'm sorry. I'm not too fond of England, man. There's nothing to do there. The women are extremely stuck up in England. I'm not trying to generalize. Mostly in London, I'll say. In London, they're pretty stuck up because you can't even talk to the women in London. I don't know what their problem is. I don't know what the guys have done to the women in London, but they've messed it up for tourists. Let me tell you that. You can't say anything to a woman in London. I just walked up to this one girl in London. I was like, hi. Look, all right. I'm sick of guys like you trying to chat me up all day. I got a man. You don't believe me? I'll bring my hair right now. I'll kick you in your face. Oh, lady, relax. I just want a Big Mac and large fries. I'm not trying to diss England or anything, but it's boring. Realistic. I mean, folks, if you're going to England, don't go. There's nothing. You know how bored I got? I got so bored I tried to commit crime over there. I did. You know what I tried to do? I tried to carjack somebody. I did. I waited at a red light for a nice car to pull up. As soon as it did, I opened the door, I jumped in. They drive on the wrong friggin' side of the road over there. You know how stupid I look sitting beside this guy? So, where are you going? Can I get a ride up the road? See, if anybody here has gone to England, you'll know that there's a huge Indian population over there. And that's from when the British were over in India, and then they left. Then the Indian people went, no, we're coming with you. You can't just come here and leave. Take our bloody recipes. Macaroni and tandoori cheese. So I'm East Indian, my name is Russell Peters. That's my real name. It is, it's like my slave name or something, I guess. Indian people give me the hardest time about my name though, man. No matter how many times I tell them, it's my real name. Indian people walk up to me on the streets, are like, buddy, what's your name? It's Russell Peters. No. Get out of my shop. Come on, man, you're Indian, I'm Indian. What's your real name? What do you want me to say, Hapu or something? Don't get me wrong, because I love Indian names. But I'm just kind of grateful that my parents never gave me an Indian name, because I look really ridiculous. Bhupinder Peters, it was just... Your name's got to have some sort of flow to it, Like a Chinese guy named Mario Wong or something, We got Oriental brother in the house, good to have you here. Woo! Because you're Asian and I'm Asian, huh? Woo! Are you Chinese, man? What are you, Korean? Japanese? So you are. Get it? So you get that, huh? Woo! Couldn't say that might be your last name. Woo! It's a joke, sir. A lot of racism, in this world. And you know what kind of racism bothers me the most? And I know you're not Chinese, sir, but the generalization with Oriental people that people make, I've said it, you've said it, we've all, oh, Chinese people, they can't drive. Now that bugs the hell out of me. You know why? Because I've lived in Toronto all my life. And we have a huge Chinese population. And I'll tell you something, in all my years, I've never ever seen a Chinese guy in a car accident. I always see them driving away from it. What the hell is all the honking about? White people can't drive. Not all stereotypes have to be bad, though, do they? There's positive stereotypes. They're still racist, but they're positive, They don't have to be negative stereotypes. Like the stereotype about black guys. I'm sure you know what the stereotype is about black guys. So... Black guys are... I'm pretty sure if you say that to a black guy, he's not going to get offended. What did you say? I got a big what? Yeah, I guess I do. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Jewish people, I'm pretty sure Jewish people don't get upset. Did you hear what he said? He said I'm going to have enough money for retirement, that bastard. I mean, that's such a bad thing to say. I think we should, there's all kinds of, Japanese are smart. That's a stereotype, huh? Gays are good with fashion. I'm not gay, but I dress well. French people are good lovers, We should just make up a whole bunch of positive stereotypes. That'd be good, Irish people have good breath. I don't know, we could just make up stuff. East Indians are really good at board games. We should just pass this stuff around, I think, A lot of native people in Canada. Well, they were here before us, obviously, but are you native, man? Are you? No? Any native people here by chance tonight? Yeah. Woo! You know you're not Indian, right? You're native. Because I'm Indian. We ain't sharing the title, I'll tell you that. No, see, native people to me are native people. You wouldn't have been called Indians if Christopher Columbus wasn't lost. When he found North America, he was looking for India. He thought he found India. Oh, look, Indians. Oh, those are North Americans, you idiot. That's why Indians are so mad at North Americans, Because we were waiting on the shores of India, waiting for Christopher Columbus. Where the hell is Chris? That bastard is late. There's Indian people in the Caribbean. Trinidad, Guyana, all those places. Those are Indian people that got on the wrong damn boat. That's what happened. They got tricked. They just got on a boat. I thought we were going on a cruise.
What the hell are all these black people doing here? What's a plantain? Any smokers in the audience? Smokers? Yeah? Okay. Don't clap too hard, you'll run out of breath. I don't smoke. I smoke cigars every now and then. Any guys here smoke cigars? No? It's mainly a guy thing. I know a lot of women are smoking cigars nowadays, but guys, like, you like cigars? They're nice, after a nice meal or something. Nothing like sticking a big fat Cuban in your mouth. Sometimes I even have a cigar, Why do they barter? I made mistake. I feel like my uncle now, man. My uncle speaks English well, perfectly. But he does happen to screw up a couple of words when he's getting them out in English. I'm not even, he just moved here from India, so he's got a little bit of an accent. And, he maybe distorts a couple of words every now and then, He had a weed problem on his lawn in the summertime. I said, yo, uncle, man, what's up with your lawn? What's going on? He goes, oh, I don't know. These bloody dandelions are growing everywhere. Oh, you bought a new car? What did you get? I bought the old Smobbly. That's an Oldsmobile. You go in his house, you just gone for tea or something, you sit down, are you comfortable? No, I've come for tea, thank you though. North American folks, can I talk to you for a minute? Well, I guess I am already, but can I, white folks, can I call you white folks? If you are, it's not a big deal, It's not politically incorrect to be white, or pigmentally challenged, whatever you want to call it, whatever, it makes you feel good. I want to talk to you about something, okay? Because I think you need to know this, all right? You have a holiday in North America that scares the hell out of immigrant families, okay? All right? Halloween, all right? You guys want to relax with this Halloween crap every now and then, huh? Because I'll tell you something. I don't get it. And you know why else? You know what my big problem with Halloween is? A lot of white folks tend to dress up as a lot of kind of racist kind of things. I'm really sensitive to racism. Not anyone else's, just my own. But I'm sensitive nonetheless. And I'll tell you, I'll give you an example how sensitive. I'm a little overly sensitive, I'll admit. It's my fault. I sometimes fly off the handle a little too quick, I'm sorry. I'll give you an example. I asked a white guy for the time yesterday. I said, hey, buddy, you got the time? He said, sure, it's 4:30. On the dot. Oh, on the dot. On the dot. You want to go on the dot? Huh? You want some? I'm a little touchy, and I'll admit, And I'll tell you something. My father doesn't understand Halloween at all. Because my dad's from India. My dad's not used to giving out food for free. Kids are knocking on our door at Halloween. Trick or treat. My dad's pouring rice into their bag. Take it home and boil it. There's more than you think. Don't you hate this, guys? You go to a club or something, you order a drink, they stick a straw in it. You try and act all cool, walk up to ladies at the bar. So. So this is what I do. I'm a comedian. I go around, I comede. That's such a bad job. Not a very romantic job, though, Not something that women are attracted to, It's not like a musician or something. Women love musicians. Women don't go for comics. I see it happen all the time, too, Women run up to musicians after their shows, and you're blatant about it, too. Screw me! Screw me! You know what comedians get? Screw you! Screw you! Women don't associate romance with a comedian. You know why? Because they think we're going to be jokers all the time, Like halfway through dinner, we're going to pull a rubber chicken out of our ass or something. Ah! Then they think it's all right to heckle during sex, because you're a comedian. They start yelling out stupid stuff halfway through sex, You suck! You call that a penis? Get off! Me. I get to travel a lot, do a lot of flying. A lot of people are scared of flying. Flying doesn't bother me at all. Not a big deal. Just all the stupid stuff that goes along with flying, like those announcements right before. This is a pre-boarding announcement. Would people with small children please board the plane first? Well, that makes a lot of sense, huh? Small children, as opposed to those huge children that get in the way, We need a trolley for this 600-pound infant. Then you get on the plane and they make that announcement telling you the captain's name. like you're going to recognize them or something, you know? You want to really freak somebody out, somebody who's sitting beside you who's flown for the first time, they're really nervous, you know? Good afternoon, and thank you for flying with us. Our pilot's name is Clayton Erickson. You look at the person beside you, go, shit, not him! You ever ask for a pillow on a plane? That's ridiculous, man. You ask for a pillow, they bring you something that looks like a giant maxi pad. What's that for? In case you have a wet dream or something, you know? My mom used to make me take Gravol before we'd fly. Because, you know, Gravol prevents nausea. Oh, yeah. Gravol prevents... What if you OD on Gravol, you know? How do they induce vomiting? Here, try some airplane food. This'll help. You know. I took Procrastination 101 in college. Teacher would walk in every day and say, yeah, we'll do something tomorrow. Ordered Chinese food delivery the other night. The food came, and right on the outside of the bag it said, takeout food. Like I was going to jump in the friggin' bag and eat it in there. How many people here are dating? Anybody married, dating, in a relationship? Liars. You know the Indian girls aren't going to clap. What if my uncle sees this? That would be very bad. Relationships suck, man. They do. Because you know what? It's not so much the relationship that sucks. It's when you're ready to get out of the relationship that sucks. Because guys don't know how to break up with women. We don't. Women have it down to a science. They just make that one phone call, and they have those key words, you know? They don't even say they're going to break up with you. They just give you like a hint, you know? Listen, we've got to talk. Oh, shit. Guys don't know how to break up with women. We don't have the slightest clue, man. We don't. Yeah, I know I don't. I stayed with a girl for 4 years. I knew after 3 months I didn't like her. I just didn't know how to get out of it, man. You know what we do when we want to break up with you ladies? We start to act like a bigger jerk than we were already acting like. We do. And women, you should be able to sense this, all right? If the guy starts putting his foot down at times where he shouldn't care, that's a hint. Because I used to do that. I used to do stuff. I didn't care where she was going, but I would just try and push her to the limits a little, you know? Because we try and make you get mad at us so you'll break up with us. So we don't have to do the dirty work, yeah? We start doing that stuff. Where are you going? Out with the girls. No, you're not. Why not? I don't know. Because I said so. Okay. Well, don't listen to me now. You know what I did, ladies? I don't blame you if you hate me. But I was trying to push her to the limit. She just wouldn't get the hint. I'll tell you what I did. I woke up one morning. I looked at her. I was like, yo, go make me some breakfast. I thought for sure. What do you want? 2 eggs. 1 boiled, 1 fried. I went downstairs, she did it. What do you do then, man? Oh, you screwed it up. You boiled the wrong egg. Ladies, I'm gonna let you know a secret about men when we're first dating you, and we first come over to your house, you know, the first few times, and we're not too sure of anything yet. And say we had to use the washroom one of the first times we came over. You know what we do when we go in there? Like say we had to pee or something, yeah? If we go in there to pee, we'll pee to the side of the toilet. Because we don't want to make any noise. Because we know you're listening. Women think the louder the boom, the bigger the pee-pee, huh? It's true, so we pee to the side of the toilet. You know what else it is? We don't want you to hear how many times we thought we were finished. Because you know you're listening. Went to Bell Phone Center the other day. How many people gone to the phone center? You find yourself in the store doing the same stupid thing everybody else is doing? Picking up the phones that aren't working? You know? You dial your favorite number. Oh, this is good. They should have like a recording in those things. You know, put it down and look like an idiot. Oh. You ever get that crank call? Everybody gets this crank call. You know, the one where your phone will ring and be like, ring! What kind of stupid ring is that? Ring! Ring! You got a really feminine phone, huh? Ring! The phone will ring, you'll pick it up. they're not saying anything. You know, you pick it up, you're like, hello, hello, hello. You figure if you change the tone of your hello, he might say something. Huh? Hello, 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 hello. You know the person's there, they're just not saying anything. They're not breathing heavy, they're just listening to you. Doesn't that call drive you nuts? I got the number of this guy, and I called him up on behalf of everybody here tonight. I called him up, I said, listen to me, buddy. Why do you keep phoning my house all the time and harassing me, huh? Calling my house and not saying anything? Hello? Hello? For the couples in the room, I'm going to give you a little tip. A little something you can do when you go home. A little freak action, huh? I'm not trying to be racy or nothing, you know. But for the couples in the room, maybe you've already done this. Maybe you're freaky as it is, huh? Maybe I'm naive, because I only just found out about this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it was a great discovery when I found out. I'll share this with you. I read this in a woman's magazine, so it's got to be true. Oh, they wouldn't print any lies. It's not a men's magazine. Never read Penthouse Forum? Huh? You know they're lying in that. Right. Okay, so I read this in a women's magazine, and this is something for the couples in the room to go home and try. Maybe you've already done this. Not a big deal. And act surprised when I tell you, just in case, so I don't look like an idiot. It said, if you want to spice up your sex life with your partner, shower with them. Oh, huh? Thanks. Okay, maybe I'm the only retard who didn't know that, huh? Okay, but now let me tell you this for the guys, because I tried this, and let me tell you something. There's a warning for the guys, because the woman I was showering with got really, really mad at me when I started to pee. So guys, get out of the shower, get back in. Ladies, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I got to tell you something. Ladies, don't be offended, but I got to tell you something. I love women's breasts. Thank you. Good night. No, thanks for backing me up, guys. I appreciate them, ladies. Small or large, don't feel bad as long as they're your own. I appreciate them. I wish I could have a pair. Not on me enough. I'm not a freak. Just like a nice pair that I could carry around with me, and every now and then just reach over and pop. It'd be nice, Kind of wish I could install them in my car where the airbags are, Just drive around, keep crashing into stuff all day. Boom. Drive around with the air conditioning on all day. Doing, Racism. Hey, you like that segue? Racism. Racism's a problem, man. You know what always bothered me about racism? Nobody was ever racist towards Smurfs. Did you know they're blue? Did you notice that? They're blue. They're short, they're fat, they're ugly. They've only got one woman. No wonder they're blue. Smurfette was a hoe. Smurfette. Any Italians here tonight? Huh? You notice only the women were clapping, huh? The guys didn't want to let go of themselves, huh? Typical Italian guy, huh? Any Italians here? Hey, honey, clap for me. Okay, I'll clap. Hey, whoa. Whoa. Hey. Well, let me tell you, Italian guys, you've done some fine work here. Let me tell you this. Any ladies have tattoos here, ladies? Huh? Do you? Any? Yeah. Do you? Cute little girl there. Huh? You have a tattoo? Do you? What do you have? What? Am I speaking Punjabi? Can you understand me or something? He's just looking at me like... No, what do you have? Sorry? A flower where? On your hip? On your... where? On your bum? A flower on your bum? I hope it doesn't have thorns. Woo! Did it hurt when you got it done? I mean the tattoo. I don't want to pry. Because
Because I want to get a tattoo, but it looked kind of painful, man. I was thinking about getting like elephant ears right here. I figure chicks will really dig that. You know, come on, honey, meet Dumbo. Problem is I'd have like a friggin' aardvark or something. You know? Enough with the peanuts, give me ants, you know. Ever get directions in Toronto? They can end up sounding sexual. They can, because they name all the streets after people. I was getting directions on the phone. I thought the lady was having phone sex with me. I swear to God, she's like, well, you get off on the Gardner. You go down on Leslie. And you end up in John. That's right, John goes both ways. What? You ever hear somebody say, believe you me? The hell are they saying? What, are we turning into cavemen again or something? Believe you me. Come go to store. I had a problem. I had a problem with public washrooms before. I still do. Can't use public washrooms. I could pee in them. You know, that's not the problem. I just can't, you know. I can't poo. Public washroom. You know what the problem is? It's the toilet paper in there. It is, because they never have that normal size roll of toilet paper like you have at home. They got that friggin' Ferris wheel inside of the wall nowadays, huh? The Price is Right wheel. $100, yay! You know. Worse than that is when they have the little white metal box on the wall. Have you seen those? Yeah, with the individual squares in them. Poo tickets, I call them. Because you can't wipe your butt properly those things either, no, can you? You gotta make like a catcher's mitt before you can actually get something going there. The acoustics suck in public washrooms too, don't they? Everything echoes in there, man. You don't want people to know what you're doing when you get behind that door. So you drop that sheet of toilet paper on the water, huh? They'll never hear it now. It'll break its fall. But that initial fart you let go echoes through the whole washroom, huh? You sit there giggling to yourself. Looking through the crack of your stall, the guy washing his hands. What the hell was that? What? How many people here grab their cordless phone and go to the washroom and call their friends at home, huh? Huh? Come on. You know, you've all done it. We all do it. We grab the phone. We go to the washroom. We call our friends. We got nothing else to do. You know, you're just sitting there. Might as well shoot the shit, you know? Yeah. When you're talking to them on the phone in the pub, at your house, you know? You never want them to know where you are. So you always try and cover up the mouthpiece so they can't hear it echoing. You're trying to be discreet. You know? Until right in mid-conversation, you realize you got to push. So, why don't we meet in the mall? Can I call you back? Yeah, I'll call you right back. I'm not trying to be gross or anything, you know. I'm going to give you like a sick or really nasty practical joke you do on somebody if you want in a public washroom. You get a chocolate bar. Oh, don't jump ahead of me. You get a chocolate bar. You mash it up in your hand. And you stick your hand underneath the stall and go, excuse me, could you pass some toilet paper over here, please? You want to get real sick? You get like a Hershey's with nuts or something? I don't know. I think it was that corn I was eating, man. I'm not trying to be gross or anything, you know. What's the story on corn, man? You could eat corn in any form. You know what? You might not eat corn directly even. You might have had something that was just made in corn oil. And when you go poo-poo, it finds its way back into a kernel. And you can't tell me you haven't noticed this. Because what's the first thing you do when you're done taking a crap? You get up and look at it. It's like, what the hell do you expect to find in there, man? Oh, look, my watch.
people make fun of the way Indian people speak. And, I'll admit, we do sound kind of funny. The accent's a little corny, Not corny, it's just, sometimes we try too hard, No reason to laugh at us. No, it's not the coolest accent in the world, It's not something I'd want to fake at a club, Not something you can impress ladies with, Hey, baby. You're wanting to dance? Thank you very much. Stay brown. Peace.